What's up, everybody? I'm out here in the garage again working a little bit on the 08 LTZ, getting a little bit of preparation for the new parts. Today I tackled the carburetor. If you remember, the choke was stuck in it right here, and I was able to repair that. I got it out. It was a little bit of a booger, but I'm kind of baffled on how this happened, because this is not a genuine Mikuni carburetor. I think it's something like off Amazon or whatever. It's like an imitation of the actual Mikuni, because nowhere on it is stamped Mikuni like what came off of mine. But I mean, it's really close, so it should be fine. I mean, it looks like it's built well, but this right here is what gets me. Here's the old thing. It's still stuck on the drill bit. The old choke. It was stuck in there, and I had to. It pretty much broke out, and then I was able to drill it a little bit with a left-handed drill bit, and I tried to get a screw extractor in there because that's what it felt. You know, it should have pulled it out, but it was just so stuck in there, and where it's a brass fitting, the screw extractor would just strip. So I was kind of getting baffled on how I'm gonna get this carb fixed for this guy. So I stepped up another large size to another size left-hand drill bit, and it broke loose. I seen it. You can see it spinning down inside the hole here, down inside here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that's right here is where the choke goes. And so I started drilling with the left-handed bit and started wiggling it, and held it upside down, and it popped out. And I guess that thing was just seized up in there. Now here's what's the tricky part. Let me find the replacement choke thing here. See, his bike has a thumb choke lever up on the left handlebar, and it's they're garbage on the LTZs. I don't know. That's probably one of the worst designs ever made on a four-wheeler, is having a thumb style cable up there. But anyways, we're going to put a pull style choke like this back in it. That's what I have on mine, and it's just so much more practical and so much easier to know if your choke's on or not, without having to worry about a cable's broke. But here's what's the crazy part. So I pulled this part out right here with the drill bit. Okay, so I went to put this part inside the carb to make sure it's going to work and fit. Well, it got stuck, like it was too tight. I was like, what is going on here? So the crazy part is, I looked down inside it, and there's another piece of choke cable. This is right here. This is probably why his choke didn't work in the first place, because apparently whoever done the choke on this thing before he got it was a moron. I mean, I hate to be that way, but if you're going to work on them, be sure you know what you're doing before you get into something like this, because this thing evidently had the choke on full time, and it was running pig rich. I'm talking hot, very hot. I don't know if you've seen the cylinder head in the previous videos, but it had a lot of soot on it, a lot of carbon, and the exhaust valves are white. Probably trashed the valves. It's probably a good thing we caught this before it happened, because when you run rich for so long, it eats your piston. It's got a good piston in it. It's a Wiseco high compression piston, so you know that right there is some money. It's got hot cams in it. That's some money. So I'm really glad we found this before it became a problem. But yeah, I'm just baffled on that whole choke situation. I've never seen nothing like that. It was crammed in there. But yeah, now the new pull style choke is going to work fine. We're going to get this carburetor tore apart here in a little bit and soak it and get it clean, because it is dirty. Dirty. I mean, that's just, if you look at it, that's just caked mud, and I can imagine what the inside of this thing looks like. But just stay tuned, and we'll go from there, and I'll keep you updated. It's not going to be much new work. It's just going to be maintenance that needs to be caught up on it, and we'll go from there. don't know if anybody's ever seen this trick done on a set of heads. So what you do is you take your socket and your channel locks like this, and you want your socket to be about the same size as the top of the valve springs here. So what we'll do, and this is where the magnet comes in. There's keepers down here inside the valve that holds the spring retainers onto it, so it don't fly out. So what you do is you want to carefully put that socket in there, and you take your magnet and go through the top of it. And what this is going to do is going to catch in magnets, or I mean in keepers. When you press down, just like that, and you'll hear them pop. So we got one of them right here. It's a slick little trick. And this, all you gotta do is just reset. Put your magnet back down in the center. Press and wiggle, and usually they come right out. Sometimes they'll put up a little bit of a fight. But there's the other keeper. And you want to keep up these little keepers, because you lose one, you're going to have fun finding them, because they're so tiny. So we'll pull the retainer off and the springs. Just like that. These are factory springs. They're single coil. Keep the keepers and everything. And that valve right there is ready to come out. Well, I got the combustion chamber cleaned up pretty good. I didn't know if it was going to come much cleaner than that. It had a lot of carbon built up on it, but the seats look pretty good. They don't look like they need reground or anything. Just lap the new valves in and call it good. Right, so to recap what we've got accomplished so far today, we got the piston cleaned on the 08. We got the head cleaned. With the valves out, ready for new valves and springs and all that. We got the carburetor clean. Looks a whole lot better. Got that stuck choke cable out, that piece that was putting the stops to us. Yeah, I was talking about the 03 my LTZ, about the spare motor I got set over here on the shelf. Unfortunately, I think I'm getting rod noise in the bottom end of mine, and it's a shame because I just got this thing back together back in the fall. I got a Calera big bore on it. It's got titanium valves, a DRZ kit on the top end, and it'd just be a shame for me to break a crank or something to destroy that top end. So with the spare motor over there, I may disassemble it and start building it for a stroker motor. Go with the +4. That should make it around a 470 inch or cubic centimeter, 470 cc. I wish it was a 470 cubic inch. That'd be nasty. But yeah, we'll get get some video on it. The '08 is about ready for reassembly. I still got to take off the clutch cover to get the timing chain in, and I actually needed to order a tool for the clutch basket. It is it holds the basket still, so when you start torquing it, you know, putting torque down on it, the clutch basket or hub don't spin. Some people, I think you can put like pennies or something in there to stop it, but I don't know if that works on the hub. I know it'll hold the actual clutch itself and the timing gears and whatever. But that, you know, that's just a cheesy way to do it, but an easy way to do it. On the valves, I showed you the little trick there. If you got any questions, feel free to comment on the video. We'll probably have some videos come out on the how-to on that, like full length, and maybe demonstrating how I tore the carb apart, a little more detail on what each thing does. But other than that, we got some major things done today that I really wanted to get done. Now we're just to the point we're waiting on parts. I may get into the clutch basket and stuff tomorrow, get it disassembled. I don't think I need a special tool to hold the basket when I break it loose, but when I do need to assemble it, I'm going to have that tool. We'll see what comes along tomorrow, because the more I can get done, the quicker I can get this fuller out. But it looks like I'm waiting on parts, and it's probably going to be sometime mid next week before they all get here. For some reason, they're all coming from like California and stuff, which ain't no big deal. I've ordered parts there, and you know, you can't always trust the shipping times, because sometimes it's here and it'll say next week and it's here 2 days later. So we might get a couple surprises from the mailman. But I hope you like what you're seeing here. Please stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Turn them notifications on. Follow along. I may make a Facebook page. I'm just still debating on that. I really would like to get some more followers before I do that on here. But yeah, just thanks for watching, and hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time here at the Z Shop.